Hello, welcome to day 22. I came back from work. Yesterday I was very tired, but somehow ended up getting to sleep very late. Oh, we did watch. It was my first time watching Nightmare Before Christmas. So I wanted to say that. Yeah, and then I woke up and was very groggy in the morning, and it took me forever to get out of that grogginess. And work was probably very much one Nightmare Before Christmas. Work was very busy and very messy. Somehow I was scheduled from 8 o'clock, which I wasn't supposed to work from 8 o'clock unless I promised and forgot, which could as well happen because I had flu brain. On my usual schedule, I wasn't supposed to work that early. But anyway, I want to say, despite how bad and busy it was, I like to think that I helped a lot of people today before Christmas. Today's tea, called Fluffy Clouds, and it's rooibos again. It's chamomile, cinnamon flavors of vanilla, cinnamon, and aloe vera. Really close, almost to the end of calendars. So really, it's kind of a time to look if we've done everything that we wanted to do for winter before Christmas, for Vlogmas. And we have actually not had our Christmas planned quite properly, and the plan almost consolidated. I think we staying in and going to London so far that I know. Which we still need to do all the arrangements for that. And potentially this means we're going tomorrow, possibly. So means that today I will not be filming a lot and probably gonna take it slowly. I still feel like I need to do some extra things around the house before going. So really still feel like I'm gonna be quite busy today, work longer day. So it's already almost 7 and I still feel like I need to do like many things. I haven't finished editing the vlog from before, so I need to finish that, upload it. I feel like after all the things I finished, it's probably gonna be sleep time at that point. So, and the chocolate I can guarantee is gonna be just a little circle one, spare one, because that's what it's been. Yes, it is just a little spare one, which is fine. And I don't know if I'll get anything else to share today at all, but for the moment, the plan is edit yesterday's video, upload that, change some bed sheets, really, which is what I need to do for home stuff, and clean a little, and I think that's it for a moment. And I have a feeling that usually around 8 o'clock I get into bed, or at 8:30 I start sort of watching TV and getting slow and not doing anything. So I think like that's why I think there's not going to be a lot to film today, and it might not look very Christmassy. But tomorrow, if we're going out again, we might even go to London or Oxford. So I think we'll get to film outside there while traveling. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of more interesting footage. See you then. Hello guys, today is 23rd and I started with just morning routine. So we were planning originally to go to London, then it changed to Oxford, and current plan is Manchester, but then it means we don't go today. But so knowing that today was actually now free, we kind of arranged some time with our friends. So really, I just started my day, easily, like slow down, like just the usual day of anything. So put a bit much heavier makeup, and that's another thing that my parents gifted me quite a lot of makeup. So I was just like playing with it really more than anything and testing it out. So there's like some eyeshadows were gifted. So I gone with like very dark silver, which was so dark that it almost felt like an eyeliner, honestly. If like when I was putting it on, do I really need an eyeliner now? There's some sort of like also says pigment, but it looks like glitter. So I wasn't quite sure what it's used for. And a lot of makeup wasn't really like it's I think it came from the like a mystery box or anything, but some of them were not saying what it meant to be for. At the moment when you could see me like trying different lipsticks that came with it, but they did because I went with a silver theme, and I do like a silver theme, especially in winter with like some glitter on my cheeks and things like that. Uh, just to feel very snowy and like icy, and that's why I put the snowflake on. So I felt like when with the silver, I felt like a darker lipstick usually goes better. So that's why I gone with the dark lipstick that I own already instead. Um, yeah, and I gave the morning tea to my partner, which was a white tea with I think some vanilla light vanilla shades to it. He said it was very flowery. Um, that's about it really. That's how we started, and then we nipped out a little bit to sort of get last minute presents because we didn't quite plan to have our friends, and it wasn't quite formed that we're gonna have people over. So we got some little token gifts, and which I think we will really enjoy anyway. So at the moment we're gonna pack them, and I want to stamp them and like make them all nice. We got a cake, and it's also simple cake from like the supermarket, but it's a fruit cake, but it's nicely decorated. Okay, so we have a little bit of time. So the next thing I really wanted to do with you guys, first of all, this was yesterday's puzzle. I haven't really started opening it yet. This is like today's puzzle. We have 2 puzzles unsolved, I think, and I was at the point where I was like, I need to Google it. I need to cheat it because I cannot solve it. But if you remember, I didn't show much of this because I think I didn't keep with this a mindfulness calendar. So there was quite a few sheets that I haven't even read. Some of them otherwise I read. It was like having all the things we already done actually, sort of. But you see, some of them are like not really easy to film or reproduce. But basically this one, it says use your nose mindfully. Sorry. Your sense of smell can be the most powerful factors in getting you into the Christmas spirit. Today, be alert to all the festive aromas you come across both at home and outside, and let your nose take center stage. Fresh pine, gingerbread, incense, cinnamon, candles, nutmeg, peppermint. The list goes on. When you notice a smell that you associate with Christmas, stop what you are doing, bring your nose to the scented object, close your eyes, and focus on the sensations and feelings that come with the experience of smelling that aroma. Perhaps the smell reminds you to a specific time or place from a past Christmas. Maybe it stirs a familiar or unexpected emotion in you. Maybe it ramps up the anticipation or a feeling of goodwill. Whatever feeling or thoughts you experience in this moment, just acknowledge and examine them for a lingering moment. Then reopen your eyes and ease back into what you were doing before. Focusing solely on the scent of an object lends an immediacy to our attention, and brings us into the moment. Scent can also be very helpful in reducing anxiety. This one I love, actually, because this morning we were actually talking about smells what reminds us Christmas. And I was saying, oh, cinnamon is such a Christmassy thing. I think it really reminds me of Christmas. Even though I think actually in my family we don't use cinnamon that heavily. But somehow I had this pastry with cinnamony things and just this morning it reminded me much of a Christmassy sort of treat. We do use like poppy seeds, and there is this Christmas Eve baking stuff called kuchuke. Just wanted to say, I don't think I've came across alternative to it in this region or whatsoever. It's a little bit of a crunch, really, more than anything. But anyway, then the next thing that really reminds me of Christmas Eve is tangerines, because we always had some on the table. So that sort of smell also really, really reminds me of the season. Then I think obviously peppermint is a good call. And pine I already spoke about. These would be big things for me, and I would want to know what is like the first sense you think about, because I think out of all tangerines is first thing is like really Christmassy for me, which is not necessarily usual. So really want to know what is the most Christmassy smell for you, and I would love if you could put that in a comment. Because I just love hearing from you guys, really, more than anything. And I really want you to sort of pick these certain points in your daily activities, in your daily life, in feeling festive or wintry, and sort of examine them yourself while we're getting along through these Vlogmas, just to make sure you done at least something to make yourself more happy. Apparently, I'm a big enthusiast of winter at the moment, but I think I really love all the seasons. And actually, I do used to love the spring the most. So here we are. The next prompt is actually says just be attentive to others, and it just really seems to tell you more about like social interactions, listening, making eye contact, which is lovely because we're gonna have some people today, and we can actually make it really, really cozy today. Main goal is gonna be probably some board games, and I'm probably not gonna film a lot, so what we can at least do these sheets through today. This exercise so basically says I love how we say basically don't autopilot through your conversations, which I think is also nice and lovely. Also, that the further away than I got with this calendar, so we have different backings, but some animals appeared, which I really, really love. Oh, give yourself a break. I think at the moment, going into this rush, we are all really, really, really overwhelmed. I want to say I keep still chasing on trying to rewatch the Vlogmas, which I missed. I didn't keep up with a lot of things up to date, so there are certain ways I watch them, and so of some people I haven't really caught up yet with, but I actually just watched Darling Desi today, and she had like the starter pack for getting into winter spirit, and I kind of loved it. I think she usually gets like a starter pack for autumn, starter pack for winter, something nice and lovely to do. Exercise mindful gratitude. Yeah, just be grateful for everything. I think again, this is not something you can easily do in film. Wrap your presents, which we're still gonna do quick wrapping for people who are coming over here. I love wrapping presents. I love not wrapping, but like decorating the wrappers. Wrapping is my partner is much better at them. But adding extra touch is really what the big thing for me. Play a game mindfully. Yeah, it's just like encourage people come and join games with you, which again is really beautiful for today. And the board games I think it's really family thing, and I think my family also used to do some games like when we were younger and still compliant with games. And one of the things that I told to my partner, where I remember, we used to sometimes build big puzzle all together, so like 1,000 pieces or something, and everyone starts in a different corner or something like that. But it wasn't like a long tradition. It was just few years. But I really remember that as like felt really lovely. Like all of us just sitting with a big puzzle and building it. I think it's a really, really nice memory. And I think, if you do have a family, even if you don't do that regularly, even making 1 year of this memory would be lovely. Sing a Christmas song. I'm not a best singer. So I think the one that I read out this was the biggest one really for me to mention today. Obviously, all of them sort of just go into the detail, how to slow down and pay attention to everything, really more than just quickly rushing through things. Which, like, I love knowing a plan, and knowing that all the things have been taken care of. But so far through entire Vlogmas, everything kept little falling apart, like me getting unwell, then my family coming, and we had a lot of ticket issues and whatsoever. I didn't probably talk about it enough, and they were messaging me when I had temperature and wanted me to fix things. That sort of thing was very, very stressful for that time. And then now we still haven't really consolidated. Literally right before Christmas, we haven't consolidated, I don't think, our transport and means and whatsoever. So I thought it would be interesting to see how it really ends up being, because I feel like in my case of scenario it would be like, it's too late now, let's just stay at home and do nothing. So this is for that, and I don't know how much of us you will see, but we'll play some games, we pack some gifts, and we do little things and pieces. I am especially excited about, spending time with friends, because it feels like it's been a while. But I know how limited it is for filming. So it might not feel very exciting for you guys. So here we are for the moment. See what the day is gonna bring. Hello, today. Hello, today is day 24. We spent like up to probably 2-3 a.m. playing games yesterday, and then I woke up today to find out we should be going to the early trains, because we haven't really planned anything, and my partner just said, oh, we should be going now, because obviously before Christmas, there's latest train from London would have been 3 o'clock, I believe, so we still had to head into London anyway. So, and even the 3 o'clock ones doesn't mean for exact destination, that's just what we announced. So anyway, so for us it was probably the latest one was like 12 o'clock or something, but regardless that, and we went there, ticket machines were broken. It was disastrous, like queues, but I think we found another one, so it's fine. So we got sorted, and we thought all it's Christmas Eve, it's gonna be like really not that busy to travel in such a destination. So let's start from the beginning. I'm currently in Manchester, and we're already in a hotel. So we thought it's not gonna be like that busy to travel to Manchester. Well, it was like mostly reserved slots. Like there was barely any seating. I think we had to go through several aisles to find a seating. So we made it, but it's a long journey. So I'm very, very tired. So now I'm in the hotel, and we're gonna find some food. And I think just relax down, really. It's quite stressful because sounds like we haven't really made a plan. And everything just keeps shifting and changing, and I'm not the type of person who does very well without a plan. And also I need to make sure I get to work on time. And I worry about all the, train limitations that we having already.
Today is a Christmas day, day 25th, and we are in Manchester. Our family got delayed with the flights, and basically in the morning we had breakfast in the hotel and went out to have a walk. Everything is closed as expected, so we come back to the hotel and we're probably just gonna be watching some movies. I'm really looking forward to watch Charles Mackesy adaptation, the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. So I think we might just buy it and watch it for today. Nothing too Christmassy. Happens. We have no idea when our families are gonna be landing because the planes got delayed when we had to exit the plane because so far we heard there were lost luggages and we just didn't fly. And then because we waited inside the plane for 3 hours, we had to deplane. And now we're sort of waiting next news. But by the time it's given, we might actually miss entire day we could have spent together. So yeah, it's complicated. But that's fine. Honestly, it was a rush of the plan, so things happen. So I'm gonna spend today possibly just relaxing, watching Christmassy shows, and come from there. Hello! Today is 26th, and in the end our family plans fell apart, and there was a problem with the luggage company, and they don't have enough workers, and any flight would be quite difficult to make at the moment. And the luggages were unloaded and lost, and all sorts of issues with them. But regardless of that, so we decided not to fly and cancel the flights and try to refund things. So instead, since we are in Manchester and it's a Boxing Day, we decided to go out in the morning. And obviously, regardless it's Boxing Day or not, I usually try to check out bookstores. So we basically did our usual shopping, which is mostly books and games. So I went to Waterstones, and the sad part was that most of the books were like cheaper. Most of them are the ones I already read. And for example, like Legends and Lattes before was really hard to get because it went out of production for some corrections, I believe. And even anywhere else, it was really hard to get. And now it's available on Waterstones, and it was half price. Regardless of that, in regards of the books, I got Wolfsong because I just like TJ Klune. And that was one of my lists. I'm at the stage where usually I try to buy things that are on my list rather than buying random books just on the covers. And then we went to a geeky store, to a sort of comic book store, and I think my partner got Spider-Verse because we gifted it to someone before. Partner also got me a Squirrel Girl because I have squirrel friends. It's very cute. It's kind of like Lumberjanes, but Marvel Universe, and like, it's like a cute superhero one. And a bit funny, but I think if you're a bit more into Marvel, then you probably have more fun because there's references in it. That's that. So we also get some board games, because we do have a Happy Little Dinosaurs original, and this is an expansion pack, so it will let play up to 6 players, which is lovely. It's a very cute game, and I know it's available in a lot of stores in the Happy Little Dinosaurs base game. So I simply recommend you check it out because it's quite easy to play, and it's cute. This other game, because I thought it looked cute, it's called Brew. It looks like it's about potion making. I have no idea what it is like. Well, dices look cute in this as well. Like, we have symbols on them. And I think for today, since we got tired already, we might just unpack these games and try to play them in our hotel room.
and that is sort of what our Christmas is like and our Boxing Day is like. So yeah, and some of the other things are gifts for other people. So I don't want to show in case we decide to watch my videos. But we have actually more comic books. We actually splurged quite a bit, I think. That's that for now, and I think this might be an end really. Hopefully you had a lovely time and Christmas and despite ours was a bit messy and unplanned, I hope you enjoyed your holidays and used Boxing Day wisely. Despite we spent all the time yesterday at the hotel, we actually managed to watch a couple of Christmassy things like White Christmas, which I never seen, and it's lovely. Yeah, so basically we did like more like a relaxing day yesterday. But anyway, I hope that you had something more interesting, that you had some time with your family, and you know that is nice, was nice and cozy. And technically this finishes my Vlogmas. So that was a quite interesting experience, and it was the first time I did Vlogmas and daily filming. Um, so I think it was interesting, as well as I probably um got quicker and used to several bits of filming and editing and technicalities of it, as well as it really promoted me, as it really encouraged me to do more of the Christmassy things and more things that I can film, which actually made my December a little bit more festive, possibly. Um, which I think is a lovely experience. I probably will do that next year. Maybe we'll do something more festive in the coming into spring. Um, we'll see. But that's that for now. You know, enjoy the rest of your time and have a good New Year's. Bye.